There is a personal friend to our left, David Shelley, Moira, who is kind of a guy who's here and then he's gone. And when he's gone, it's because he's somewhere around the world. Yeah. And we get to see you in these films, these tapes of what's going on globally. We're so grateful to you.
Yeah, it's great to look at this clip of the Mully Children's Family where we've been engaged. And I remember walking with Charles over an empty field with a few tin shacks and a couple of rooms that were more like chicken coops, and where he had a heart for saying, Dave, there's so many girls in the street, so many abandoned and orphaned. He said, I've got to help them.
He's daddy now to about how many?
Well, it's over 2,000 he looks after every day. And
every day.
Every day. And so, you know, we got behind that vision and some of those buildings and things that you see there because of our Crossroads viewers saying, you know what, we'll get behind that. And you know, as I'm looking at the promo and you hear that young Ukrainian seminary student say, you know, it's the place that God forgot. Everywhere I travel in the world where there's orphans or needs, you know, it isn't that God's forgot, it's that God's children forgot. We forgot to show up. And because we're his hands and feet here, that's the way he works. So, you know, we want to, during this next year and during this week, if we could raise funds so that we can show up, so that we could be God's hands and feet in places that are far away, that some of our viewers will never visit, but they'll certainly get a reward for everything that they've invested.
I can't resist saying, there is no better way I can think of to honor the birthday boy. May I just be that crude? It's Jesus' birthday. Just a little reminder, that's what this season is really about. And how to honor him. I can't think of a better thing to do than to reach out with his love and compassion and make life better. In many cases, literally give life to children that he loves and died for.
And Dave, we're going in there, and I'm watching you as on these videos. We are providing sewing machines and teaching trades and crafts and jobs, which helps with self-esteem. It gives you life skills.
Absolutely.
Teaches you how to work with other people, teaches you to be more responsible.
I mean, you go into these tough areas and tough orphanages, and I mean, we've done the same thing at Charles Mully's with sewing machines and things like that. But you know, you go there and these teachers are actually trying to give these young women and men before they leave the orphanage, you know, some skills so that they could survive on the outside. And we go in there and there's nothing. Like there's one machine, it's the only one working, they can't teach anybody. And it's wonderful to be able to go in and say, you know what, we can fix this. Our supporters in Canada love you, and we're gonna fix this problem. And that's just probably the biggest joy I have. Is being able to say, you know what, we'll come alongside and we'll support you.
And we monitor it, and we show and tell it, and that's why you keep getting on a plane. That's why Cheryl's leaving next Tuesday, and that's how we can show you that your giving really is making a difference.
And it is making a difference, and if you would just call us, we would be grateful. The number, 1-888-288-0003. And what that does for us, it allows us to really plan ahead into 2014. It provides us a path. We know how to budget, we know how to allocate, we know where to go, and it also allows us some margin to be able to visit new places where the Lord may be calling us in 2014 that are in development right now. So
over 10 projects on the go right now, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just not happening around the world, but also here in Canada. We're doing great stuff with First Nations. We're doing great things with videos, with our God Rock series. So there's just so much happening, and we thank you and all the team with you for what you do.
You're welcome. Privileged to be able to serve.